from Sydney, business editor-at-large of The Australian, Dickie Fullerton. Terry, climate change strong-arming from ASIC. Are you surprised by this?
Not at all, Peter. I would like regulators to do what they're supposed to do. And in the case of ASIC, it's to provide an informed and fair and efficient marketplace and to keep companies behaving responsibly and ethically. But what we see is everybody now wants to be woke, and the wokest subject of all is obviously climate change. So everybody wants to get on the act. The risk that companies face from climate change, the risk that they should be putting in their annual reports, is the risk of being pushed around by stupid, nosy parker regulators who haven't a clue about actually performing their own jobs.
All right, don't mince your words, Terry. I want to go to you, Tiggy, on another issue. The Morrison government could take China to the World Trade Organisation after Beijing slapped punitive tariffs on Aussie wine. My worry, I don't know about you, is that the WTO is a bit of a toothless tiger when it comes to China. You're a bit more optimistic than me?
Do you know, I think this is a really interesting space at the moment, moving space. We've just seen the Prime Minister go over to New Zealand and get endorsement, joining us in our case against China on barley. Remember, China slapped 80% tariffs on our barley. This is to take it to the WTO. And interestingly, the Trade Minister in New Zealand said, look, the reason we're backing you in this is because we need to be all a big voice to support the WTO to actually put some teeth back in its mouth. So I think the more we get around this, the more support internationally we get for this. This is quite important. And now, moving on to wine, as Trade Minister Dan Tehan is really pointing to, I think we are going to see this leveraged up. And I am quite, the trouble is it takes 2 or 3 years to get these blasted things through, doesn't it? So whether there is some settlement ahead of that, but I think the pressure is being applied, and rightly.
Terry, there was some analysis done at the start of the week in the Australian Financial Review that overseas and interstate migration is covering up Victoria's economic decline. This is according to Saul Estlake. That Victoria also has the second lowest household disposable income per person of all states and territories. The worst only is South Australia, and lagging on economic growth, productivity, the whole box and dice, a lot of it through the period of the Andrews government. Is it becoming a basket case here in Victoria, do you think?
I don't think it's becoming a basket case, Peter, but clearly Victoria has been the most extreme example of going for quantity rather than quality, that we just have more and more people coming into the country, into the state. We build more and more infrastructure, we build more and more apartment buildings. That was the key to prosperity. Well, it's not the key to quality prosperity. And the reality, and Victoria used to be very important in manufacturing, used to be very important. Sorry, we've let that completely disappear in this process which has been going on since the 20th century. So basically, we have to wake up to the fact that quality is much more important than quantity, and that means productivity. That means, and we certainly have a government which has not been all that focused in the state, focused on actually facilitating productivity in the business sector.
Tiggy, with news of Victoria's extended lockdown today, or particularly Melbourne's extended lockdown, the Treasury Secretary, Federal Treasury Secretary Stephen Kennedy, has sort of sounded an alarm. We know that the federal budget had predicated no further lockdowns. He says there's a real downside impact. Seasonally adjusted GDP figures out today, growth at 1.8%, well ahead of where the economists said it would be. The KPMG, though, is saying that the cost of these lockdowns is $125 million a day, and that's before any addressing of these claims for compensation by business and others. Where are we headed?
Look, I think it is very tricky at the moment, isn't it, Peter? These are costs that are going to be racked up. I mean, hopefully the lockdown will only last for another week after Thursday. But if it goes on, it is going to start putting a bit of a hole in things. I think what's really disappointing, going back to your previous question about Victoria, is that the Victorian budget actually, and the lack of reform there, and particularly on things like tax hikes and stamp duty and all that sort of stuff, this is really starting to go the wrong way for us. And then the combination of the shutdowns and this hiking of taxes at state level, I think that's a disturbing trend.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Tim Pallas, the Treasurer in Victoria, he really wanted to help business rather than having to go down to Josh Frydenberg in Canberra to request. He could absolutely scrap those taxes. They're all due to start 1 July. He's got the state in lockdown. I'll leave it there. Terry McCran, Tiggy Fullerton, thank you for your time.
Peter?
Thank you. Short economic powerful tonight and more next week. All right, coming up after the break, a little laughter means something to make us smile.
Andrew Bolt leaves no stone unturned. We do need the truth with hard-hitting questions every Monday to Thursday. More spending, worse results. Where did we go wrong? The controversial conversations. Who knows? Listen. Australians come back for. Unless I do tell you these things, who else would? The Bolt Report.
Now, top comfortable. Other mattresses can transfer motion, but Easy provides stability for a perfect undisturbed sleep. And the cover has a convenient easy zip design. So you just unzip it and drop it in the washing machine. So it's always fresh and clean. And it's hypoallergenic. So it's perfect for people with allergies or asthma. Call Global Shop Direct or go online now to order the Easy Mattress Topper and transform the mattress you have into the sleep system of your dreams. But wait, we'll also include our exclusive Easy Pillow, absolutely free. That's right, you get one free pillow valued at $99.95 when you order now. Plus, the Easy Mattress Topper comes with our 60-night sleep-on-it money-back guarantee. If it doesn't deliver the most comfortable rest you've ever had, just send it back for a full refund of the product price. Have your Easy Mattress Topper and free Easy Pillow delivered direct to you. Order today. Live with Peter Credlin.
COVID isn't the only thing on the loose in Victoria. Familiar furry friends running rampant through the streets of Hamilton in Victoria's southwest. Hamo the gorilla put a smile on the faces of families and business owners during last year's horrific long lockdown, and he's back. He's been seen jogging around Hamilton in recent days, even ordering banana milkshakes and banana cakes at the local cafe at Jack and June. And importantly, of course, he's brightening up and burning, not just in Hamilton. Thank you for your company tonight. The Bolt Report's up next. We'll see you though back here tomorrow night at 6.